You are not failing at content, you actually never started. I know that lands hard because if your first reaction is, I've been posting for months, then this is exactly for you. Posting is not starting, posting is testing, and most people stay there. You open the app, you film something, you post it, feels like starting, but in reality it's not. And I'll break it down in this video for you step by step. You are testing, and testing sounds like this. Maybe it's my niche, maybe it's the format, maybe it's my audience, maybe it's my editing. We all have these thoughts, and you keep switching. No direction, no commitment. Commitment sounds like this. This is who I help, this is what I believe, and I'm not changing it next week. Most people never get there. Testing mode for months, and unfortunately, sometimes years. They say, my content is not working, but the content was never the problem. I filmed over 150 videos across my social media, and most of them went nowhere. And every week, I wanted to change something, the niche, the style, the topic, because I thought the problem was the content. It wasn't. And the moment things started shifting, not only that I got clients to my Instagram, it was the time when I stopped asking myself, what should I post? And I start asking instead, what do I actually stand for? And that's the real starting point. And most people think they should skip this part. They think it's not very important. They are comparing themselves with the big creators, which I understand that. But what does actually starting look like? You pick one person, a real person, someone you deeply understand, or maybe not deeply understand, but you can relate to their exact problems. You know exactly what they are thinking at 11 p.m. because they cannot go to sleep. And actually, the thoughts they are having when nothing is working for them. You talk to that person every single video without switching. Step number 2. One message, no 5 topics. We're not focusing on content pillars. That's overwhelming when you are overwhelmed already. No 5 topics, no 10 ideas, one belief. And for me it was this. Most people think they have a content problem when in reality they don't have it. They have a positioning problem, a clarity problem, a commitment problem. And that's the message, and I repeat it until I attract the right audience. Now, let's talk about tools, because so many people, they are spending hours doing research, downloading tools, and this is where they are getting stuck, and they might think, I need the right setup, the right camera, the perfect system. Well, I still have to clean this bookshelf for months. I didn't have the time, and I don't have a camera. I am filming this on my iPhone 16 Pro actually, and that's an example. You might need the right system. I'm telling you that you don't. I'm telling you, you don't. If you are not clear about your direction, no tool will fix that. You can use Notion. I've seen that everybody's talking about it, and I use it actually. But if you don't know exactly who you're talking to, Notions can transform in just notes. Also ChatGPT, but if your thinking is unclear, it gives you average content faster and keeps you in the same loop over and over again. And also, if you need special prompts for that, I'll be more than happy to share it with you guys. Anything in Canva for a message that doesn't exist yet. Here's the reality. You need your phone, you need CapCut, and you need to speak clearly. And for this, you can. Everything else comes later. This is not a content problem, this is a decision problem. And if you haven't decided yet who you're talking to and what you're standing for and what do you want to be known for, your content will reflect that. The fix is simple. I'm not saying it's easy, but I believe that staying in this loop of being overwhelmed will cost you more than deciding exactly who you are talking to, what problem do you actually solve, and what do you actually believe. And then say that over and over again until it lands, because eventually it will. For me, my goal is to get clients, and I'm glad I got there, because the wrong direction you commit to will always be the perfect direction you keep questioning. How it works. Now, do this. Open your notes and answer this. Who I am talking to? What problem do I solve? And what do I want to be known? Write it simply. That's your foundation. And I'm challenging you, if you want to start a YouTube channel or you want to grow your business using social media, I'm challenging you to start now. This hits, drop the word started. And if you want me to look at your content, send me a DM on Instagram. And if you want more, subscribe. In this channel, there is no fluff, no recycled advice, just a real conversation. See you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.